And yes, let's talk about the Faolu's dialogue again. Because I had this whole big thing written. I thought that section went on a lot longer than it did. So, you're always going to have problems translating from one language into another because of things like grammar rules that don't necessarily make sense, or certain words have certain connotations in certain languages. Humor is very different from language to language, and like sometimes there are just rules that exist and you only know them if you grew up speaking that language. So like if I tell you that the mascot for my channel, Adeli, if I tell you that she is a fluffy grey small penguin, that word order isn't right, and you would have to have grown up speaking English to know that that's not right. She's small, grey, and fluffy, right? And that's one of the problems they had with translating from Japanese to English in this game. Especially since they had no time to do it. I think I mentioned it at the top of the stream. This whole game was translated in about 7 months, which, for the time, was nothing. They just wanted the game localized and out for Christmas. Nina has got no AP left. I need to sort that out. And one of the biggest examples of how difficult it can be to run into... I don't have anything that restores AP. Amazing. Yeah, see, there you go. Empirical Woodland mentions, in French, she is a penguin, small and fluffy, which... I would not have known that word order in French. I just know the English one, because that's the language I grew up speaking. And in Japanese... So one of the biggest things that I can think of to demonstrate how this works is personal pronouns. Because Japanese has got a couple of dozen personal pronouns, whereas in English, you've only really got the one, I. Like, I am explaining this, I hope I am understood, right? Japanese has, as I say, a couple dozen, and so you've got, like, watashi, which is bread and butter, everyone can use that, and no one thinks it's weird. A little stiff, maybe, but no one thinks it's weird if you use that to refer to yourself. You have atashi, which is very cute and playful and feminine, and girls and women use that one. And it's acceptable to use that for most of your lives. Ore is kind of old-fashioned and masculine, but like tough guy masculine. So like, Kanji. Kanji from Persona 4. He uses Ore as his personal pronouns, because, you know, there's a manly badass hero. You don't want to mess with that guy. And then you've got Oira, which is a fun one. I don't know what the American equivalent would be, but in English, if someone uses the pronoun Oira, that's the accent of, "You're right, Ted, coming up my tractor full of pig swell, proper job." That is the accent of someone who uses Oira as a personal pronoun. And you get all of that, and all of the assumptions that go along with that, from just one word, and that's how a person refers to themselves. And in this case, Faolu uses, I believe, watakushi, which completely obsolete at this point. Nobody says that anymore, right? But that just gives you an indication of who he is as a character and where he's from in the game's timeline. And you can only do that in Japanese, because in English, the pronoun is I. Although I believe he uses we, like the royal we, which is fine. That works as well.